to Tasmania or do go to Australia, please do go to Tasmania. The important lesson you can see is if you open your heart in nature, the nature will teach you everything you need to know. So we have about 5 to 10 minutes for questions for the whole panel. If anyone has any questions, please do raise your hands and a microphone will come to you. Different, because you see differences. So go higher, that's the message from both. Go higher, go towards the united conscious, go towards that prakriti that does not see bheda, does not see differences, and you will find peace. If that makes sense.
I'm almost saying what Ser said, but not quite. He's changing my words. Yeah, I get angry when you do that. Not angry, but upset. I need to clarify, right? Because he's understanding at his depth. You need to come with me down lower. I said they're all one. We don't understand how they're all one yet. When you see this, you will sing the sweetest song. When we all see this, we will sing the song of songs. And in some traditions, they speak of this, and the poets know this, and this is the song of the spheres. And it will lift us where we belong. And we will no more suffer. We'll come and go as we want, completely free. We are freedom. We have forgotten.
Any other questions?
See, I always say, we all are different. But what happened? We would like to prove ourselves better than others. This tendency, the need to look better than others, is the main cause. That is where we see differences. So the moment we start believing we all are different, but nobody is better than others, rather we are all alike due to this concept of soul within us. So the journey starts from self. And very simply, whether it's Lord Mahavir, Lord Buddha, Guru Nanak, anyone who are saints, wherever they are going, people are worshipping them, liking them, they are getting enlightened and feeling peace and bliss in themselves just because of their presence, because they are staying in soul. They are not looking out to the outside world. So it means if you want to bring any change, the change first should come within us in terms of our understanding of the nature. Personally, as a professor, I had a tough time during my business school, and some of my superior wanted to, let's say, throw me out from the job. Then I went to a temple of Lord Parasnath and I said, I will not have any revengeful mind against them. So it means be forgiving to such people, and those who wanted to throw me out, they are nowhere today, correct? You are staying in the same place. Secondly, when, let's say I lost my mom, you lost your parent, then I suddenly get detached from the worldly power. You can see as a same person, body, speaking, doing, acting, everything same, but internally you are detached. So these are the lessons which we can learn from the nature, even through your single experiencing. When you are in love with someone and you are being hurt, then how does it feel? So again you cope. So the soul is getting messages again and again, but we stop listening to our soul. Let's listen to that deeper part in you.
Thank you, everyone. I'd like to thank all the audience for being attentive and non-disruptive with the phones were quiet, which is really appreciated to all the speakers and all our esteemed speakers who've traveled from all over the world. Can you please give us a round of applause for the speakers? You were saying about the perpetual upgrade of phones, and that's a very bad habit that we all developed. Could you give us some more pointers of how to get out of that habit?
In the interest of time, I didn't delve into practical things, but Shiva said that in Q&A we will handle. So here is it. The Hanupai was that we go for aparigraha dharma, and that follows ahimsa. Ahimsa definition I gave, that the sadhya is the soul, the knowledge of the Atman, and the practical aspect of it is aparigraha dharma. When we see technological development, it increases number of things that we have, and that increases I and my. And I and my, ahamta and mamata, are seen as the root cause of all avidya, and that leads to anatma, the totally reverse of atma gyan. The practical aspects of this principle is that the moment you buy any technology, any iPhone, anything, if it is increasing your I and my, and it is breaking down your family or structure or anything, that means that will not go towards Atma Jnana. So that means that, think of it this, that if you are a marketing manager, if you are CEO of a company selling products, so you will use either perpetual upgrade or planned obsolescence as two things. Perpetual upgrade means iPhone 16 is better than iPhone 15, selling that to the person. Planned obsolescence is that you design product to fail in a certain time, which many, I will not name the companies, but they follow this. So if you do this, that means that if you want to sell more products, even after these two strategies, the way to do that is to break down the family. अगर फैमिली में 4 लोग हैं, जब तक 4 टीवी नहीं खरीदेंगे, 4 फ़ोन नहीं खरीदेंगे, 4 वॉशिंग मशीन नहीं खरीदेंगे, 4 फ्लैट नहीं खरीदेंगे, 4 कार नहीं खरीदेंगे, तब तक ये तंत्र नहीं चल पाएगा. I said these things in Hindi because they are more relevant for India, because India is shining, India is growing. If India consumes like rest of the world will be doomed. And I'm saying this with utmost sincerity, utmost seriousness, and I would not laugh on it. Because if 1.45 billion people consumes the way we are consuming across the world, then we would not live to see the future. So that's why I'm stressing on aparigraha dharma as Hanupai. I hope.
There's a question in the front.
You said aparigraha, how to do it? Something all how to go about it is the unanswered question.
Okay, I see that there are very young students also. I give you a very simple exercise. You take out 3 pieces of paper, not right now, at home. One piece of paper you write down, you interview your grandparent or anyone of that age. Ask them when they were your age, what were the things that they were buying with currency, money, currency. List down those things. Ask your father generation, mother generation, what were the things they were buying when they were your age right now, and prepare the list for yourself. These 3 papers, compare this list and classify what are your needs, wants, desires, so essentials and non-essentials, and you will find that 84% of those things that you're buying with currency today in your age are not part of the essentials, and there lies your prosperity. And I will quote a small story. There was a king, and there was a performer who came in the king's court to perform, and the king said that, you have to perform. If I don't like the performance, I will kill you. The performer said, yes, but if you like the performance, you won't be able to pay me. King got very angry. He said, no, I will definitely pay you. Performance happens, king likes the performance, and he asks, what do you want? He says, you won't be able to give me. King said, no, ask. Then the person asked, bring a chessboard, 64 squares. Put 1 grain of wheat in one first square, then double it in the second, double in the third, and go up to 64 squares, and give me only that much of grains. And that much of grains, no kingdom has it. And that's the power of compounding. So if you do not buy a product today which is non-essential, you are essentially saving for the future. Imagine if you do not use the soap, which is unessential, by the way, for most part of India. I haven't used soap from 1998 onwards. It's been 26 years, 28 years, 27 years that I have not used soap in my life. and my skin is still there. So soap is, if soap is 100 rupees, if you compound it for 27 years, imagine each product has the power of giving you a future, a prosperous future. I hope I have answered your question in a practical term now.
My question is precisely to grandmother and Miss Amrita. You asked about, you talked about being mirroring the personalities, that we all are one, and the person that we see in front of us, they are the phases of our own personalities. So provided that all the beings are one mind, and the others we see are just the phases, or we say the mirror of our existence, and since the philosophies of all the religions are concluded to one point, which is the nature, why don't we have consensus upon the idea that religions are based on? Because everyone believes that we are connected to the nature. Then why do not we have consensus? Why do we have so many differences among us? That's it.
This is the human dilemma, duality. Yeah? This is the dilemma that we live with. Yeah. And so what we need to remember is to go back into our heart and stop judging ourselves firstly and others secondly. A tree does not judge you. The sun does not judge who it puts its light upon. The moon inspires poets, artists. It doesn't say, oh, I'm only going to inspire you over there. When we turn up in nature at a certain time every day, and we commit to that as a woman, 28 days. Why? Because that is your cycle. A man, 21 days. That is his cycle. If you turn up every day at the same time, let's just say to watch a flower grow in your garden, you will discover more than anything before about yourself, about others, and about Mother Nature, and all of the elements that come into play to create the balance. A flower needs water. A flower needs sun. Like us, we are the same. We cannot live without water or sun. We will be in the dark like a stone person. We will barely be breathing. So, when we honour the elements, they start to give you their sharing, their teaching. And the teaching is the truth. They cannot lie. Because why? Because they are unconditionally charged with love. Yeah? So I hope, as a young woman, that you will take this teaching because, and all of you I invite to do the same, to commit to something very different but very beautiful. Plant a seed, watch it grow, enjoy, and see the whole cycle of everything within that. Yeah? Blessings to you.
We are on 1 minute answer. Look at the ocean. How many waves? How many shapes? Heights. Right? That is the religions on the surface. Look at the bottom. When you look deeply, there's no more religions, many. There's only one. We are going there. But we will need to slow down. Nature will bring you there. to the beauty of every religion. I can't walk one religion anymore after what I've seen. When they ask me what religion you are, I'm like, either none or all. You choose, I tell the one who speaks. Universal. Because everyone is so beautiful, I fall in love. And when I listen to the wisdom of each tradition and religion, I fall in love again. And when I look at the truth and I take out the nonsense, this doesn't make any sense to me. Leave the nonsense. Don't believe in the nonsense. Take the little things that make sense to your heart. The rest is not for you now. It doesn't mean that it is nonsense. It's nonsensical for you. Be truthful. That's what I was telling you. Be honest. Take what you're ready for. That will take you to the depths of the ocean, where all is one.
Does it answer your question? So just summarizing, nature is not divisible.